As you can tell, my recent crusade is to attack Markiplier. I do not like the guy. I don't think his work on this platform is valuable anymore. He's old school YouTuber and just sitting around collecting dust, I would say. But people had a counter argument. He's making a movie that I will never see personally, but it's time to try to piece together what it's about and how likable the movie can actually be, because Markiplier lives in fucking hellscape, basically. A place I don't want to touch, I don't want to look at, I don't want him to be the biggest YouTuber that is out there, I don't want him to be talked about. I don't like that the movie is talked about as like some kind of stats breaker, some kind of box office sensation because YouTuber wanted to do something and all of a sudden it's more successful than they expected, because that's YouTube, dude. It is successful. There's still enough old people that they can't believe that a YouTuber can make successful something, and yet, by the YouTube standards, no, Markiplier is still good by YouTube standards. By my standards, Markiplier is a pile of trash. I mean, even Penguin, bro. Even Penguin, by my standards, is proper YouTuber. Markiplier is just pile of trash I will never give a fuck about. Except when the drama happens. Then I can give a fuck about Markiplier because it's charity, you know, it's fun. It's fun for the whole family. Alright, so you get the quest, let's figure out what the movie's about. That's what I'll be doing. If you know too much about the movie, you don't have to worry about it. Unless you really want my opinion, you know. But my first opinion, again, I don't touch scary garbage because it's not for me, it's a waste of time. It's for privileged people who don't actually see life as a nightmare that it is, right? If your life is perfect, go watch scary movies every fucking day. I don't give a fuck at this point about people like that or their little privileged lives. Like, I don't care. And I actually despise rich people. That's the thing we're supposed to fight together. We're supposed to fight rich people who are literally this guy. And I've heard things rumoring around that his mom praised him as well. Maybe never a day in his life he had to fucking suffer. You know? And so the rest of his influencer life must be suffering because he never got to suffer hard enough. He has to fucking simulate it. Like, I don't know what's going on, but this is the sort of direction I'm going for. Usually people prove themselves to be absolute morons. I mean, I treat Penguin as a fucking moron on the internet. But he's a useful moron. Let's see what he has to say.
Weekend. Very chilly out, which is why I'm wearing my Oreo.
Wow, he's so relatable. He's talking about weather.
Iron lung.
Yes, cool sweater, dude.
This is a...
I would wear this. It's cool. I don't even know if I want to see the trailer first, but it's just 2 minutes. Like, what's the worst that can happen, right? Let's see what the vibe is, right?
We remain alone in the dark.
For what purpose do we remain alone in the dark when you're just an idiot? A privileged idiot hoping to suffer for one day. Because suffering gives you meaning, that's why. Like, I would not spend alone in the dark unless I'm forced in there. What the fuck are you talking about? Is that the premise?
Many to feed.
You're the first one down. All we have are surface.
What is the first thing Markiplier do against everyone else? Not a lot of stuff happening, to be honest. NAFTA movie. Where's Bite of 87? Yes, Markiplier, you'll be playing a game of being underwater or something, and you have to plug in all the leaks. I just want to live, bro.
That's so wrong. Why doesn't anybody else want that?
So far, it's stupid as fuck, bro. The dumbest thing I don't want to see, but okay, build upon this fucking pile of shit, alright? Build. Rebuild what I just saw, because I literally saw fucking nothing. I saw a clip of Penguin floating around TikTok, and it's just like, nope. It had nothing about the movie. So I still basically know fucking nothing. And there's a lot of darkness. Because that's the fucking vibe, isn't it? More darkness. Because why would you have anything happening when you can just show shades of darkness? I mean, for fuck's sake.
When I get into the game, it was not for me, but I was very excited to see this film because the universe of Iron Lung, like the lore of it, I do find fascinating.
So Markiplier stole it? Or did he collab with the creator?
When I went, it is. Now, I don't think it's a movie that's going to be for everyone. This is a
Wow, it's not for me. And honestly, I love this because this year is a divisive year. And because it's not for me, and categorically not for me, Markiplier is not for me, he belongs in the fucking trash. Anyone trying to defend Markiplier in the comments will be destroyed. I will delete your fucking account from my existence, alright? We gonna burn that bridge down. So please, yell at me, do whatever it takes to tell me how Markiplier is deserving of praise, because I'm not giving it, and you're not giving it either. That's the fucking executive decision. Not using my channel. Fuck you, bro. We have to celebrate divisiveness. And if you are on the other side, still consuming horror while everyone already consumed COVID and wars and election of Donald Trump, which is, you know, if you need a Republican elected, that means the world is pretty scary, isn't it? And then you keep crying like babies because of migration, and I completely stand with them. We don't want to be invaded. The world should be divisive right now more than ever before, and it should mean something. So if you're American obsessed about this movie, please raise your hand so I could headshot you into my list, into my nice little fucking ban list, okay? Thank you very much for your service. See, that's the words I wanted to hear. It's not for everyone, and it's like almost doesn't fucking matter anymore. I literally heard exactly what I needed to hear. Like, exactly the words. The only question now, how rare is liking the movie in the first place? What side are you on? If you choosing divisiveness, at least be on the other side, not like in a fucking niche where a brick can just fall into your face and crush you, basically. And all of a sudden, the population who likes Markiplier disappears because of just a random event, you know?
A movie that I think fans of planets have vanished and humanity's basically on the brink of extinction. In a submarine, in an ocean of blood, on an important mission for the sake of...
Okay. That's something.
Simon has a dark and mysterious past, much like Urgot from League of Legends. At the bottom...
Wow, what a useful man to society is describing the entire movie for us.
...of the ocean of blood. It's very captivating. But I think the first half of the film is very, very slow.
Uh-oh. I don't know, guys. You better stay above 10%.
And I think fans of the property are going in expecting that. They know it's going to be a slow burn.
Aww.
Filters are used on the voice. Makes it fucking impossible to comprehend what they're saying. Like, what...
Oh, so there's a lot of dialogue, but it's very difficult to tell what they're saying. Interesting.
They're actually using. Headache when you're hearing Simon clearly respond to something that you have no fucking idea what was even said. So you're kind of like confused on, well, what is being said. Like you're hearing words, but it sounds like fucking, you know, Charlie Brown's parents. Maybe not everyone will feel the same way, or maybe I'm just a fucking moron who just...
Oh! Roll the credits. Self-admission, I love it. No. I am allowed to say that you're a moron. If you say you're a moron, something's wrong.
Understand things and it's more clear for everyone else. But I want to make a strong mention of something. This movie looks surprisingly good on the big screen. I say surprisingly because...
It's just pure
you
darkness
hear
in
of
there.
like an independent first shot, it settles into like this really good flow of cinematography where it's clear it's not a huge budget production, but it hides that.
Aww. What if I wanted a huge budget production? Maybe I'll wait until there's part 2, you know, until there's sequel.
And I think the way they filmed their shots, like a lot of their shots, they used is one that I don't really like. They did a lot of shaky cam at the end, and I
Uh-oh. You keep saying bad things.
understand they're doing that because of pie here. You're going to be spending the majority of the movie watching Markiplier.
No! That's somehow a bad
The
thing.
vast majority of this movie is horror, is
Oh, Markiplier wants a spotlight in his own movie. What a clusterfuck. It's not very social, isn't it?
interacting with
I mean, you definitely want, yeah, emotional journey with a convict, basically. You have to root for the guy who needs jail time.
Simon, which means heavy lifting with some high quality acting in order to sell this character to the audience.
Will Markiplier sell the character to the audience? Oh no. Never. Remember, he wears a future president shirt. So we can't just see one day he's a convicted criminal stuck in a fucking ocean of blood, and he emerges as a future president? Nah, bro. I'm not sold on that. Also, fucking, you play horror games. Like, you're not gonna sell a single character that doesn't die in the end.
Audience's screen. And that's where it gets tricky. Overall, I think his acting was good.
Oh, it gets tricky because he is not known to be an actor, isn't he? He's known to be a YouTuber who is claustrophobic in his own fucking room, basically. And that's why we don't really trust YouTubers to be good actors.
There were some moments that were better than others. I had to see Simon the convict, and instead I was mainly seeing Markiplier.
Also the convict. Oh shit. Too much assimilation with a convict Markiplier is doing.
I just think the way that he's conveying his emotions on screen just wasn't really able to sell the stakes. So like when he
Or maybe there were no stakes because the movie's fucking boring as hell.
he did land more often than not, especially towards the end of the film. I feel like his acting throughout the film got better. This is just a solid movie on its own two legs, even if you don't know who Markiplier is. And
Alright, let's see what other people say.
For this being the Markiplier show that takes place in a box that's not much bigger than the room I film in. At first,
Fucking imaginary YouTuber adventure. I'm sorry, dude. It's not for me. It's also not for me like 75 times already.
I couldn't this.
I'm already stuck in a fucking box, you know, because capitalism. You have your private fucking box, and everything around you is an ocean of blood. Like, I live this life. Like, there's nothing new here. I've seen this movie every single time I wake up.
Here's open, but he did surprise me, you know, so props. That's pretty boring. It was boring for me anyway. Now, I had heard that Markiplier really wanted to play up the mystery element of the story.
Aww. People are very bad at giving a fuck about mysteries.
That's the thing.
Like, you have to be really now into it to survive the first boring half. Or even survive people saying boring about a movie. Like, for fuck's sake. That's pretty bad, man. That's like the worst thing you can say about fucking consumer media. Holy shit, man. I want to remind you guys that people wanted to boycott celebrities, like, in general. But more like mainstream celebrities that are not YouTubers. I would say all of them. Boycott them all. We can do better. We can build a better blueprint of the rules that influencers have to follow. And if we threaten them hard enough and not watch their stupid movies or whatever projects they have, we have a better chance of getting good stuff that belongs to us and not Markiplier. As an individual gets to like realize himself. It's like, nah, you have nothing to say. You have nothing to express that's important to you. You already made it. You're an empty fucking husk of a being, you know? Like, just give us stuff we want. See, it's one thing for Markiplier to be charitable, but it's a whole different thing for him to take advantage of the system to give himself the spotlight, to give himself all of this tacky shit, to feel like he's like in control of the movie and he can experience some new cool shit that nobody cares about. Like that sort of stuff, right? It's almost like he knows what he's doing. Like he knows how to play the system to appeal to him, to his feelings, while he's giving absolutely nothing to the general audience, okay? General amount of people who are not evil, you know?
Go through the motions. You're sitting there with that feeling of, but why do I care? And it came across as boring for the first half. In fact, when I got home, I did building of the Iron Lung game. I felt more informed than I ever did in 2 hours and some change of watching the entirety of the film.
Oh yeah, because Markiplier wants to make it a mystery, you know? That's what you say when you're a fucking loser, basically. I went to my first game jam and I wanted to make myself a mystery. So people are interested in whatever I'm doing, you know? Naturally. But I'm not that big of a deal just yet, right? It's worth being a mystery when you have something that's like really valuable. And then people are like, wait, this guy is just like doing that thing is fucking crazy, dude. No one's noticing. That sort of level of mystery, dude.
But what you didn't feel like someone who wanted to get into filmmaking, so he's kind of biting the bullet.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. There's not a lot of good things being said about the movie, guys. I'm telling you. Another piece of audience I will rip apart because while we're talking about the bad things, we're not talking about the hooks, right? Where are the fucking hooks? Why should you watch this movie? Are there some kind of complicated conflicts that happen? Is there some kind of moral choice that has to be made that's very complicated? Does Markiplier at least experience something insane that has to be seen? We didn't get a single fucking hook yet. Alright? Aren't you supposed to sell the movies to just tap on the back of like, hey, I'm a good Markiplier's friend. I'm a good YouTuber. Let me support this guy. Let me throw a few hooks to get some people to watch the movie. None of that shit is happening. I'm not saying it's supposed to be natural for this to happen, but I will deduct the points for it not happening because I am more skeptical now that I'm a grown-ass man. Alright? We're working towards fucking nothing here. We're sinking in the fucking... I mean... Why are you surrounded by a fucking blood ocean? What happened to you? You're supposed to like this movie.
He feels like it's probably a better companion piece to the game for people who played the game rather than a film adaptation to bring people into the story.
Oh, shit. You have to have played the game. Holy crappies, man. What, do I have to check if the game is good now? Give me a break.
In the end,
I'll just check how many people didn't want to play the fucking game and just complain about feeling like they're the outsiders. Literally the fucking theme of this video. Do you feel like an outsider right now or an insider? Because being an insider, it fucking stinks, actually. For the first time in forever, you might be feeling like, oh shit, I'm an insider. I'm a convict now, yeah. You go to jail. You go to jail for being a convict, bro.
Have you played the game?
No, I'll see Iron Lung sucks, so I can ban a lot of people. That's what's up. One more.
Psychological thriller and
psychological thriller. He actually said the word.
Right now. Yes, I'm sure his 30+ million subscribers are eating it up for the most part.
Reminds me of something. Hightail. Just because there's demand for something doesn't mean that the first thing that's gonna show up to fulfill that demand is gonna be the thing, you know? Just because people are hungry and they're willing to eat whatever the fuck they're gonna get doesn't mean that they won't be eating shit, you know?
Out. I hated it.
Let's go, my man! My man right there. My man. Fuck yeah. That guy. The third guy, dude. Holy shit. Welcome. Welcome to the popular side. We're the popular kids doing popular things, and we hate the movie. That's the popular thing to do. Get out of here, scum.
Since I have trapped my with you for the next
I'm stuck in
I
this room.
hated it. Say, since I have trapped myself into this room with you for the next 15 minutes or so.
Wow, like you wouldn't want to watch this because it would give you like claustrophobia. Like this is again privilege. Why would you want to feel bad? Especially like people who are again stuck in these privacy containers. Why would they want to risk contracting claustrophobia from Markiplier? It's a fucking disease. The movie is a fucking disease.
So it just flew by, and then maybe I could get some of his subscribers to come over and follow this show.
No! But he has so many subscribers, you have to be intimidated, bro.
I just can't lie about it. That's just disgusting. It's disingenuous.
Thank you, dude. It's so hard to do that. Wait, what? That's what I wanted to do. Okay.
And you feel like you're in an iron lung because it's miserable.
Oh shit.
Does this sound amazing? Because you don't see any of that. You don't see any of that. It's
Damn, this guy is trashing the movie, and what are we gonna do? What a
listening on an old-timey PA system in school during the Monday morning announcements.
He said school! No one wants school!
Now, as
Don't
I
give me
previously
school,
stated,
Markiplier!
And he really is a one-man show here, as like all
You see two people, so it really sells you on that claustrophobia disease.
the rest, given the
I mean, that's what I asked for, yes. Give me a movie, Markiplier, so I can trash it for how useless it is to society. You know, but he made the movie. Oh, yes, yes, he did. Yes, he did, Markiplier did a fucking shitty movie. Just for you to eat shit, Markiplier's fan. That's right. I hope you have iron lungs because you'll be eating shit. And shit is at least known for being stinky.
Small ship that he's in. The whole damn movie is pretty much interior in this ship. And the
What do you mean the budget was $3? I can ship a better relationship than that.
disappointing part not liking this movie is you might say, well, this just isn't your type of film. Wrong!
No! He said the thing. He thought he was an insider, but he's an outsider.
Can eat up a good old-fashioned bottle episode. Nom, 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 nom. In hours, that movie is gold. Think phone booth.
Think he buried alive for 7 days with Mr. Beast.
These are, granted, I don't really know how he presents himself on YouTube in his show because I've been living under a rock for over a decade and I just never saw his content. I'm sure it's...
Or you're lying because you have to lie about something and you just don't want to watch garbage content. No one's recommending you shitty content. Congrats.
great, but since seeing him just in any way, shape, or form...
His fans will enjoy seeing him. Well, this shape is literally the same fucking shape that he's presenting himself in actual life, inside a fucking room, doing tasks, video game tasks. Like, nothing fucking changed, unfortunately. So yeah, you have to be an actual insane fanboy who already see the content, but you're just gonna see the same content. Is that what you sign up for? Really?
And I feel like that's kind of a requirement in order to really enjoy any of
Oh man, is the requirement called become a part of a cult? Is that the requirement? Why are we constantly talking about it? Like people feel like they're outsiders to whatever the fuck is going on. You know, it's supposed to be such a monumental thing that everyone's talking about, and it's like, but I feel like an outsider, though. I don't feel like I can enjoy this movie without enjoying Markiplier fighting in my fucking face 24/7. I don't think I can enjoy it without being a part of a cult, basically, of people watching useless horror videos, you know? Now it's a whole different level of experience, you know? You have to just wait until the movie comes out.
to this.
That's what you have to. You're not gonna watch it in
Love
theaters
the guy going in.
and interact with other fans. What the fuck? Nothing's
if you
gonna
don't
happen
know him-
socially.
You don't know what the hell's going on because it's artsy.
Ugh, it's the most disgusting word of all time. Artsy. Ugh, I've seen shit like that. I don't want it.
It makes you think. All I was thinking.
I mean, he said it makes you think in the most derogatory way because you have to be thinking in a more coherent way than just be forced to think whatever the fuck. Just to not feel bored, basically.
Thinking was when the hell is this gonna end?
Well, at least he didn't die mid-movie. It would have ended the movie, but damn. Again, I applaud him for staying alive to tell that he's Iron Lung. Holy shit, man. What a hero. What a national hero. Peace Prize. Peace Prize for this man.
It is blood.
We should always applaud people surviving bad experiences, man. It's tough out there.
Felt nothing throughout it, outside of a lot of
He felt nothing.
and repeat and repeat and repeat. So often it becomes just like embedded into your mind, and
It's over. We lost him. He tried to describe the movie. Oh no, such faith.
And doing this a lot with the camera, but my gods, is it hard to see what's happening in that final 15 or so minutes.
So the first part of the movie sucks, and the last part of the movie also sucks. Interesting.
Beating off the nostril, and about 85 different Dutch angles of that speaker. A speaker you will become very accustomed to.
Yeah, I mean, it shows that Markiplier doesn't give a fuck about you unless you're an insider, which is so disgusting to me. It's such a slob type of behavior.
Floating in space, perhaps they said at one time, you know what would have helped? An exterior shot, an establishing shot, something, anything. This movie is artsy by design. Don't expect any sort of satisfying conclusion, because that story, my friend, is up for you to decide.
Ugh. Everything is just pile of poop, man. But my poop went through oceans of blood before it came out. Shut the fuck up, Markiplier. You're not selling your movie if you're calling it poop.
The pacing of some may go easier on this movie and say, hey, at least he made his dream come true. He's just a YouTuber at the end of the day who put up his own money to make this movie on the big screen. You should be happy and applaud him for that.
No. He's actually competitive with other movies. Like, what are you talking about? He's supposed to be held by that standard now. We're venturing into deeper waters. The standard is much higher. We are now stealing from celebrities. He's not just a YouTuber. He made it. He is celebrity level. And he's going way beyond that, of manipulating people.
Yeah, okay, that's great, but there are a lot of millionaires out there that could do this if they wanted to too. I don't even know. So really, at the end of the day, I'm the self-appointed hero in all of this.
Yes, you are, my man.
Telling you, because after about 45 minutes, I was squirming and moving in my chair.
Oh my god, he was tortured by the movie.
Just wishing something would happen of interest.
But it didn't happen. So painful.
Just wishing we could get.
I felt like I was taking crazy pills. See what you make people do? You cannot escape Iron Lung. No!
Imagine being trapped in a submarine, welded into a metal tube with little hope of escape.
But I don't want to imagine. Nor do I want to see any of it. Oh yeah, the rage bait flavor of this video is gonna be, I didn't actually watch the movie. Thank God I didn't have to.
We find an
because it sucked hard enough that it exposed itself.
Who's seen a handful of Markiplier videos, but from what I have seen, I totally understand why he has such
You understand?
giant, dedicated, loyal fan base.
I understand too, actually now.
Even more of my respect for him has grown.
Because of the movie? How? Alright, we see the fanboy take. Let's see it. Let's see how he fucking survives being claustrophobic in a room full of another person.
What he has done in their areas, this essentially has a wide release, like if it did have distribution.
Guys, another YouTuber doing another lunge into the next level just to taint YouTuber reputation. That's all that happens.
And that is nothing to laugh about.
I just laughed about it.
Markiplier film. And
I want to see the film because the hype, you know?
Have it coming out.
It's the hype. The hype is way better than the movie.
10 million.
Oh, shit.
Just the IP. The Iron.
What is this? Try not to laugh?
This size and budget, that is a giant success, and I have to clap and pat the back of Markiplier because that's awesome. But
So if I laugh, I reduce audience.
Markiplier aside for a second,
more?
Itself is not my kind of cup of tea. Feel like you need a lot of patience and pointing and clicking and.
Damn, but what about the movie? The movie is also requiring a lot of patience, dudes. Don't give up just yet. Keep breathing.
That's not me. Subway Surfer, anybody? That's the brain power I have.
Oh, I see how it's gonna work now. Try not to laugh. Yep. He's definitely a good movie critic. He definitely loves the Markiplier movie. Let's give clappers. He loves it. He loves the movie. Markiplier did a good job. Oh my goodness. For this low IQ blob.
But I do think I just walked out wishing I liked it a little bit more.
No! He's still wishing. He's still hungry. Oh no. He's gonna die. Look at his calorie intake. He clearly doesn't have the brain cells to survive. He needs calories, Markiplier. What are you doing to this guy? You're starving this man.
Let me go into the positives, though, before I go into things that whole. How it just kind of jumps you straight into the story. I think Markiplier.
Are you sure? Because it doesn't explain the story. What are you talking about?
Does a really great job of like a frustrating 15-20 minute watch until you get more information.
Frustrating? That sounds like a lot of stress, man. Someone needs to pay you to feel rare. Feel like you survived something, you know? Like you accomplished something that most people wouldn't want to fucking do in their lives.
But I think once that information he says he is, but right now all I can see is Markiplier, and I'm having a hard time immersing myself.
But why are you repeating what Penguin Zero said? Just say something more interesting, dude. You need calories. You need to feel distinct of a human being, not an NPC.
But as the movie, I'm just a giant fan of the thickness, color, and look of all the blood in.
Oh, absolutely. You are a fan. You do look like a cult member.
This movie, Iron, actually a record broken with this movie for the amount of blood it had.
Whoa, just like Mr. Beast, but with blood. Holy shit.
But as a man who enjoys a lot of horror movies, I've never seen more beautiful blood in my life. And so
oh, you enjoy horror movies, so you're not an outsider, you're an insider. What a good man.
The remainder.
But you look like an outsider. Ooh, there's some horror elements in there. Clap. He does have something going on here, you know? Alright, cool.
Replicate that for the remainder of horror movies.
Here's part 4 that we're watching right now. Just in case you need context for the movie.
Of those games and there's even a.
The best movie is not watching the movie. Guys, please join me for not watching the movie. I'm so excited. Like, I've already done enough work to not watch the movie. No one's gonna pay me for this. The amount of time that I spent not watching the movie. And I enjoyed it so very much.
There's a lot of really cool shots.
Because it didn't contain me watching the movie.
Slow-mo. Very crucial to have the audience on.
Oh no, not 2 hours. That's a lot of runtime. I don't know if people can survive that. Even if you're an insider, maybe you're not gonna get out.
The edge of their seat, and I really was interest and attention into it.
He's trying to show visuals, but he can't show visuals from the movie because there's no visuals. It's just like 2-minute trailer. It sucks.
And some of that stuff I felt gets repetitive, gets overdone.
But you're the only person who can like this movie. Why don't you like the movie harder? Bro, you're the only survivor.
90 minutes, I think it would be such a solid watch. I could easily recommend a situation where, oh, if you know the game and the lore behind it, you're just gonna instantly enjoy the movie that much more, where if you don't, you are gonna be left lost for a majority of it.
Wow, it's so easy to be an outsider. Why would I ever change that?
I think the diehard Markiplier fans are going to be happy, and heck, I've already seen online people giving it like 10s out of 10s, admiring it. It warms my heart that there are fans out there that dedicated for...
Oh my god, it warms his heart. They're so dedicated, guys. They gave 10 out of 10 for a shitty movie.
Or the creator. Honest thoughts, and even for you, if you're someone that walked out, would you still like this movie if Markiplier was replaced with a random unknown?
It reminds me of this, like, very much the worst movie ever. They literally say it's the worst movie ever. And it reminds me of this and nothing else. You know? Wait a minute. Markiplier is popular, but I am not popular? That makes no fucking sense. I did the same thing. But I socialized with my family doing it. Why did they not like me? That makes no fucking sense. Holy shit, this movie just became so much better. Because there's something much worse that people will never admit that it's much worse than another fucking YouTuber level influencer making a movie, basically. With a similar budget, I imagine. Like, for fuck's sake, dude. What if you're Markiplier? I'm an Ice fan, alright? I am in the side of Ice. Alright? And that means, well, you have to choose. Most of us are ice cubes, right? You're an ice cube. You would want to be an ice cube instead of Markiplier. Because Ice Cube gives you more freedom.
2.5 stars, since you are just kind of secluded to this one and you can't...
Comedy! Oh my god, there's gonna be so much comedy.
Moments, especially there are like 3...
No, it's not funny!
Lines from into the movie, you kind of get jumbled in and you lose the plot.
Where's the 5 stars? We didn't get the 5 stars yet. Why should I watch the movie, dude?
A little bit of stars.
No! The movie entirely lives on suspense, so what the fuck do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean the most important part of the movie is worse than the lesser important part? Like, equal to action? What just happened?
3.5
4 stars, please. 4 stars. At least 4 stars.
If it were not
at least
2-hour runtime, I feel like that's the horror in the film. I'm gonna give it 2.5 stars.
What? Holy shit! Oh my goodness gracious, dude! Are you kidding me? I really recommend this movie, but there's nothing really in my rating system that would recommend this movie. That is insane, dude. How bad can you get? Oh my god.
To recommend it to casuals because I think that implies you're not really familiar with Markiplier.
Aww.
To use the imagination that the movie is setting up for you.
Well, you can use the imagination to create your own things using AI. Right now, the technology allows you to just ignore these big productions and you can make your own shit. You know, if you are creative enough, you might even be able to make something even better. At least for yourself. And that's the whole thing, right? To entertain yourself. And see how far it's gonna go. When you creating your own entertainment, if it lasts like 2 years, it might poop out some kind of fan base. You never know. So there you have it, my friends. It fucking sucks from every angle, unless you're Markiplier's little baby boy. Ooh, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, dude. Little boy. Yeah, the video's over. You would get out of here anyways, but yeah, I don't want to see little fucking babies, Markiplier babies. That's disgusting. You all belong to turn into a sea of blood where Markiplier just like is engulfed in your presence, you know? That's your future right there. And maybe there's a monster out there, you know, that Markiplier are gonna be like, ooh, little monster boy in the sea of blood, in the sea of useless fucking garbage human beings, basically. It is at least 6%, meaning only about... let's see exact number, because it's like 1 in 20 humans can stomach this movie. Yeah, 1 in 17 humans can stomach this movie. If you want rarity, here you go. You're gonna be 1 in 17 humans who actually enjoyed their time wasted on this fucking garbage movie. Alright, you're gonna be a very rare person when you come out of this experience. See you guys next time.